Hello y'all and welcome back to another live stream with yours truly, Olivia Ritt. Today we're going to be talking about bucket lists and why college students should have them and why everyone should just have them in general, because it helps you mainly to know what you're working towards, especially on the days where you're I feel like it's too difficult, you're questioning why you do it, like how I did on Saturday during competition, or how sometimes I am just during a difficult part of a course, because there's going to be those bumps in the roads of like, why am I taking this class, why am I doing this project, why am I working here, and you just have to remember what is your main goal, because this is just a step. But if you don't complete the step, then you can't achieve the goal, or you have to take a different route, and sometimes the other route is just not as much fun. So there's a lot of areas in your life, and you're going to have different goals for different things. Like, you're not going to have the same goals you have for your family as you do for your work life. Two different areas. You also don't want to have this, like, don't know where I was going with that. Scratch that part of where I legit just did not get a sentence out. But what was I taking out? Oh my goodness. Oh, I've been working on, it's for one of my courses, where we're writing 107 bucket goals in a variety of like 10 to 12 different areas of our lives. And I've written 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2. 42. And that's not even half of 107. But I'm working towards it. One thing I'm really thankful today is that it was class registration for this spring semester, and your girl got all of the courses that she needs / wants for the spring semester. We are doing 18, which was one more than I expected, but then my mom brought up a 1 credit course that I just need to take for psychology, like careers and psych, career development, and she's like, why don't you just take it in the fall, spring, just like get it checked off, and then you don't have to do it later. And I was like, that's a smart idea. So yeah, and the reason why you want to have bucket list is because we all have dreams, but if we don't write them down, then we'll forget them. You may say you remember them, but you're only remembering the one you're currently focused on. What about the dreams you had last year? What about the dream you had last month that you thought to yourself, you know what, you could do it, but you never wrote it down, so you forgot what it is, and so now there's a chance you may or may not ever do it. You gotta take note of the things you want to achieve, even if other people are telling you you can't. Because I had a friend, I was explaining of like, oh, I'm going to accomplish so many things, and this friend goes, are you sure you're going to do that? I'm like, yes. And in that moment, I knew I had to write everything down, and whoever doubted me, that's okay, because they didn't see the life that I envision. They don't see the things I want to achieve the same way I do, and that's okay. I'm not angry at that person for questioning if I'll complete everything, because that's the typical response. It's the normal response per se, because in this world we're all focused on, okay, just do one thing for the rest of your life, and here I'm sitting here and I'm just going, no, why would I just want to do one thing, you know? It's like, I don't want to do that, so I will not just sorry, I left my water in my room. Anyways, but I will not just focus on one thing. Now, I may focus on one thing at a time, but it's because I've written down my goals. I've made my bucket list. I know the general idea of how I want to work on things, and so I focus on one thing at a time. That's okay. But if you have list on lists of things you want to achieve, great, write it down. Pick one, focus on that for right now, and then when you get into an area where you can focus on something else, go do it. Now, it's not going to be easy, because initially nothing that's worth it really is easy. Just saying, like, getting to college, not easy. I had to put in a lot of work. I took AP credits. I was involved in extracurriculars. I had to write a few essays to some departments, answer a few more questions depending on the application process per school. And getting to college, most likely you're applying to multiple places, not just one place. And that's similar to getting a job. Most likely you're doing interview after interview at different locations, and maybe you're applying for different positions. Not everything is just handed to you. If it's handed to you, most likely you work towards it, so whoever handed to you feels that you are worthy of whatever they're giving to you. Having goals helps you stay in a mindset of, okay, you know what? I have this goal. At some point I knew I could do it. So why am I doubting myself now? Is it because of the situation? Is it because it's difficult, or do I really think I can't do it? Most likely it's because where you're currently at is just difficult, and maybe you need some other resources to help you on that, or maybe you need to shift your mindset, because sometimes your mindset may be, I can't do it. And if you start doing that, you're limiting yourself. And you need to take that can't out. You just gotta, because so many people may tell you can't do something, and if you start to believe that, that's where you limit yourself. Because other people may believe that you can't do it, but that doesn't matter. It matters how you envision yourself and how you, in a way, box yourself into other people's thoughts. If you listen to someone who tells you can't do it, and you believe that, you're believing their expectations on you. Okay. And when you start believing expectations of others, well, then others are controlling your life instead of you controlling your own. Because you are the writer, you are the author of your own story, you are the director of your own movie, your own TV show, your own series. Because it is your life, it is your choices. So you could choose to listen to other people, you could choose to listen to others' negativity, positivity, or just random judgments. And when you make your bucket list, you make your goals, you start to understand yourself more, and you start to understand what you really want. And it may not be clear at first. And that's why I would like for you, whenever you write your goal, it could be a few words in the moment. But I want you to go back and write as much as you could, expand upon exactly what do you mean when you say, I want to own a house one day. Do you want to, I just realized I'm in like the mirror, the window of there's a reflection. Anyways, when you buy a house one day, do you want a mansion? Do you want a small house like, one story? Do you want 2 stories? Do you want a basement? Like, when you first write it, you could just write house. But then when you have more time to sit with yourself and actually think, I want you to write as much as you could about what type of house do you want? What will it look like? Where is it going to be located? Do you want your neighbors to be 5 feet from you? Do you want them to be a mile away or somewhere in between? And that. Like, you need to be precise when you write your goals, so that when you look at them and you refresh yourself, you know exactly where your mindset is. And you could change it, you could add information when you're in the process, when you're going day by day, year by year, month by month, week by week, second by second, you could add to it. It doesn't have to be concrete. It's your life. You could choose how to alternate it, how you choose, how you want it to appear. So yeah, that's all I wanted to share with y'all tonight. And if you did enjoy, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when I go live, post the videos, shorts in the community tab. And I'm yours truly, Olivia Ritt, and we'll see y'all next time. Bye, y'all.